spaces at Parkhill Conservation Area. This is the main entrance, which is off of Center Road, and it's a bit hard to find. It's just before you get to the Great Canadian Hideaway, which is a camping resort that's beside the conservation area. And you will find that it's tucked into the right-hand side when you come down Center Road. Here at this location, there are a number of trails, which we will be showing you shortly. And then the other two areas of the conservation area are the Scenic Lookout, which is on Grand Bend Road, north of Parkhill. And then there's a boat launch where you can put your canoe and kayak, etc. in on McGuffin Hills Rd, which is also north of Parkhill. So come on with me and we'll go to the trails. So here we are at the trail at Parkhill Conservation Area. You take the driveway in all the way to the back, and then the trails loop around in the woods and through that area and go back on themselves and around. So the best idea is to print a map off at Asabo Bayfield Conservation Authority and for Parkhill. And so their website is www.abca.on.ca. So after you start the trail, you come to a boggy area which has cattails, and the trail has two areas. I take the most traveled trail, probably is the best bet, so we're going to go this way. So you can see on this trail, it's not really a what we would call a groom trail with moderate difficulty on it. It's a much more difficult trail. It has hills, it has grass covered areas, it has dirt areas. So it's not a great place to bring a stroller or wagon. You would need to probably have some hiking boots or some good shoes, and you probably would not bring young children unless they were ready to hike. And don't forget one other thing. Mosquito spray. You definitely need spray. So a great thing to do when you're on a walk in the woods is to find any kind of tree, whether it's laying down or standing up, and do bark rubbings. And you can see all the different kinds of bark that are in our woods and forest. And you just put your paper on and then use a crayon to color it to see what these shades are and how bumpy it is. And you can try different trees to see if different trees make different kinds of patterns, and it can be lots of fun. So this is a great spot on the trail where your little smaller children, if you brought any along, can try to jump and touch the tree, because it's a duck under tree. And then this one's even further down. So the trails at Parkhill Conservation Area are, as I mentioned earlier, loop around and come back and join again, so it's easy to get lost. So here's some signs that you'll see along the way that might help you stay on the trail. Here we are on the trail, and you can see that there's a log laying right here that would be great for balancing on. Or maybe you could sit down and take a picture with your family and send it to us so you can get your name in for the prize draw. And remember, send it to EarlyON at Middlesex.ca. Let's go. Here we are along the trail, and we have some wild carrot, which are the big white flowers, and then we have some yellow daisy-like flowers. They aren't daisies, but they're a pretty flower that you can see on your walk on this trail. So here I'm doing a tree that's standing up, and you can see that it has a different shape on it for the bark. And remember, don't forget to bring your crayons if you're going to do bark rubbings, and some paper. The Scenic Lookout outside of Parkhill is also a partnership with Parkhill Lions Club and then Asabo Bayfield Conservation Authority. And you can see that it's a beautiful spot. It overlooks the lake, and it also has some amenities here, which are outhouse, picnic tables, and there's a little path down to the lake. here we are at the edge of the lake, and this is the hill down. It's pretty steep, got some roots in it, and it might be a little bit much for some families. But if you think it's okay for you, then this is a great spot to see the lake. You can go fishing here with a license, and there's a little sandbar here, or gravel bar, that you could go off of, but I'll show you a better spot to launch your boats. Hello, here we are at the boat launch in Parkhill Conservation Area, and this is a spot where you can put your boat or canoe or kayak or do windsurfing or any of those things. You can put them in the water here at this easy access right down to the water. It's on McGuffin Hills Rd, and it's just north again of Parkhill, and it's a great spot to be able to get access to the water. This lake has bass, catfish, carp, and pike in it, so fishing is allowed with a license. So make sure you don't miss this little piece of Parkhill Conservation Area. So have fun at Parkhill Conservation Area, whichever area you pick to visit. Thanks for coming.